Hello, welcome back to the class of Web Analytics. Let's continue with the remaining characteristics of KPIs. So, we have already discussed some of the characteristics like KPIs must be simple, must be aligned, must be measurable, etc. And some of the characteristics has to discuss. For example, timely. So, effective KPIs are timely in two ways. First one, their results are reported on an appropriate timeline. Means you have some objective and you have some deadline to achieve that objective. Then at the same time, you have to report whether you are able to achieve your objective within the deadline or not. Next, second way is to analyze in a relevant time period. It is somehow related to the first one itself, but it actually depends on the specific time zone, not upon the deadline, but depends on the actual hours of your working time. For example, maybe it's your 9 to time or 9 to 5 official work, or instead of focusing on the entire duration, it focused on the specific time period, or you can say relevant time period. And further, to determine the appropriate frequency of your KPIs, we have to consider the sensitivity, urgency, its cost, and accuracy of the proposed time period. Further, we have also ensured that the results of the KPI are being acted on in a timely manner. For example, analyzing data from an isolated month in the previous year would not be a good benchmark for your next month in the current year. What does it mean? Actually, let's suppose any of the e-commerce website had sold a lot of stuff. Let's suppose in the month of December last year. But based on that analytics, you can't able to measure how much you are able to sell in January of the next year. These two analytics are basically not comparable and even not relevant. So we have to focus on the specific time frame. Next characteristic, we have visible, and we can define that effective KPI is its visibility across the department or program. Definitely, if some organization has objective, then it must be visible or known to the employees who actually have to attain these objectives. For example, publishing KPI across the function present individual performance in comparison to the group above and below them. Definitely, there are some teams working on some objective. Then it is the work culture to divide the complete work among all the teammates. It is not actually one person is doing more and more work, but others are sitting and watching them. No, it is not the case. Organizations, or you can say within a team, there must be a team leader who can divide the time and work to each and every member of the team. And then definitely, with the help of this, individual performance can be compared in a group, whether it is below or above the average. Also, with the help of this, we are able to recognize top performers, encourage average performance, and actively manage poor performance. What does it mean? Actually, we can give some examples that person is working good. If they are able to achieve, then why not you? You can also achieve. We can encourage the average employees, and at the same time we have also managed the poor performance. Next characteristic we have is automated. Real-time mission critical KPI provide both management and staff with current performance levels that enable immediate course correction. And last, we have tied to employee performance. What does it mean? Actually, we have some objectives, and definitely by tying these objectives, weighted and automated KPIs into the performance review process means how much we have achieved, how many of the employees are capable to achieve the objective. Then only it helps define success and enable organization to more effectively meet their margin and mission, whether they are able to fulfill all their objectives, where they are far behind, how can they improve further to achieve these objectives. So these all things, no doubt, mainly depend on the employee performance. So after the discussion of all these characteristics, we can say that key performance indicators are an excellent way to measure the success of organization and individual goals. So we can say KPIs are quantifiable as well as somewhere and somehow related to qualitative also. No doubt, it most of the time it focuses on quantity, but somehow it is also related to the qualitative analysis also. And these 9 characteristics will encourage the employee success and longevity in any organizations. So we have finished with the web metrics, optimization of e-commerce and non-e-commerce websites, reports and KPIs. And definitely to do all these, we have followed some of the bibliography or references. And so during the preparation of these presentations, these references are used. I hope you enjoyed this lecture too. And further, all your suggestions, questions, are welcomed in the comment section. Thank you very much.